YouTube, what's up? What's happening? I'm bringing you another video. Again, another important video. All these videos are important. Came to talk to you guys about some stencils. I've seen quite a few videos about stencils. They all kind of explain them in different ways, and I don't know, I didn't find one that was kind of like complete, so I want to bring you guys some knowledge and share you guys some info about stencils and the way that we use them and stuff like that. So I pretty much break down stencils into like 3 different kinds. I mean, there's the basic, you know, like this, like a stars, you know, where you lay it down and, you know, you get pretty much something like that, you know, pretty basic. It's not nothing fancy or anything like that. Then you got like an overlay stencil, which is, you know, something like this is what I would say. Something you lay down, you know, it could be a mesh, or, you know, sometimes it's just something really, you know, really fine or something, and it's used to create a texture or some kind of overlay or background, you know, or something like that. And then there's like what I would call a template, like this, that kind of has some lines going cut out and stuff like that, which if used by itself, I mean, you know, it'll give you something like that, you know, nothing to write home about anyway. It's, you know, pretty basic, just black, but with a little extra work, you know, you can turn that little rinky-dink stencil into something kind of nice like this, you know. And that's the 3 different kinds. You know, you got your basic, lay it down and that's the end. Your overlay, you know, used to create backgrounds or, you know, textures, you know, skin, you know, whatever. And then you know, you got your templates, which, you know, this is, you know, they each have their purpose, but this one's kind of more for like if, you know, you're going to be doing a design over and over and you want it to be always the same and stuff like that. So, you know, those are the 3 different stencils that I would say kind of, you know, rule the airbrush world, I guess. There are also those little hand shields that you use to get like little curves and stuff like that, but I don't think those are really stencils. That's just kind of an extra tool. Stencil's a tool, but I don't know. Hand stencils are a little different. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to run you guys through a quick exercise how to use all of these in one design. And alright, so I'm going to start off by taking my template stencil, you know, the one that the bulldog's made out of, and, you know, the one we're going to really work on, the main focus of the design here. And we're going to start by sticking it on here. And that's pretty much that. We're going to start off by loading some, well, I have some red loaded, so we're going to use red. And we're going to take our overlay stencil, which, you know, again, it's just a piece of, what is it, mantle cloth that I got from Joann's Fabrics and Crafts. Just a fabric store, you know, you probably carry this. It's usually about $6 to $7 a yard or something like that, and you get yourself a yard of this stuff, and it comes in handy for a lot of stuff. But I'm going to use my overlay stencil. And you just kind of want to make sure you get all around the edge of the template stencil and make sure you get it all, you know, pretty good. Again, as long as you stick it on there and it's held on pretty good, you know, and it doesn't move, you're pretty much set. You take that off, and as you can see, it creates a cool little overlay on that. And what I like to do is I like to go around this stencil and add a red glow that's going to be going around it. So So now I'm going to load up some black. And I'm going to take my regular, star stencil, and we're going to add some stars just kind of going around this. No particular order or anything like that. And we'll try to get those filled in black. Maybe some little ones and stuff like that. They're just there. And I like to, again, what we're going to do is add a smaller black glow around this, and we're going to go ahead and fill in all these empty marks on this template here. And when you're going over these, you do want to make sure you get coverage in there, but you don't want to fully saturate it. You don't want to like overdo it. You don't want too much paint to build up on your stencil, especially if you plan to reuse it. It just saves you time and effort later. Yeah, once you got that off, then we just go back and detail out the bulldog, and yeah, we'll be left with a pretty cool design. Bam, that's pretty much it. You use all three stencils to create one cool looking design. I know it's kind of fuzzy because it's on the paper towel, but for the most part you get the pretty basic idea there. It's a bulldog with some stars, and you got that nice filigree background way back in there. And all you got to do now is add, a name or whatever, and you're pretty much done. But yeah, that's pretty much my breakdown of stencils. There's lots of ways to use them. There's lots of benefits to them. One of the main ones being, like, say you want to sell this design and you have it up on the wall and you want to make sure every time you make it it's always the same, then bam, you get yourself a template cut, and every one will be a little bit different, and you'll be able to change the colors on it with no problem and stuff like that. But you'll make sure the customer knows what they're getting right off the wall without worrying too much about how you're going to get it exactly the same. In the backgrounds, there's a lot of stuff out there that you could use for textures and stuff like that that would just take enormous amounts of hours to try to replicate by hand. And again, the basic stencils, it's quick, fast, easy stuff, like if you need a circle, if you need a star, stuff like that. You can't go wrong with having it pre-cut, just ready to just spray and go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you like these videos, want to watch more like this, hit that subscribe button. I'll be bringing more videos very soon. But yeah, it helps me out either way. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.